Well, good morning, YouTube. Hi guys, it is a Tuesday morning. We're here in Panama City Beach at Frank Brown Park, and it's time to get set up for the event. Now, the plan was to get here, late Sunday night, which we did. Pulled in around 11:30, if you guys saw that video. And we got some sleep, and about 9 o'clock yesterday morning, the promoter said we'd go ahead and move over into our spot, that the ground had dried enough. They weren't worried about me rutting it out with the weight of Goliath. So he moved over, he marked my spot, said, okay, put it right here. So we did. Ground was a little bit unlevel, not bad. So we put some blocks out, drove it up, got it all leveled and perfect, and decided we're gonna take the rest of the day off. Well, we went out to go get some breakfast, went over to First Watch. You guys know we love First Watch when we're here in Panama City. It was one in Daytona too, but we never made it there. And then shortly after breakfast was done, we got a phone call saying, well, he made a mistake and put us in the wrong spot, that we were infringing on the sounds area that they had rented. And Coastal Moto over here in front of us was in here too, and they were trying to get everything situated. So we had to come back over here and resituate it. Unfortunately, he tried to resituate us. We were right over top of the drain, just like he did in the spring. So you see here on the backside, we've got this drain in the ground, but the ground is horribly unlevel coming to the drain. And basically he wanted my back tires there, and it didn't work. At that point, we probably spent the better part of two and a half hours doing everything we could to get it level. And I finally just had to make the decision to come this way some to get it out of the hole, and we were able to get him relatively level. The problem is we stick out more. You see where the sounds tend to sticking up past ours? Ideally, the front row of our tent should be level with theirs. But they're completely behind us. So it's gonna make the whole line look goofy, but it's all I can do. Well, anyway, that significantly cut into our day off. We still got some relaxing time. I still had to go through a bunch of emails because the email servers were down all last week. So I had about 1 million of them, give or take. But anyway, now it's time to get set up. And before we do, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to at least 25,000 subscribers by the end of this year. We're trying for 25 by the end of last rally. We didn't get there. We're almost at 24.5. So we need 500 more to get to the 25,000. If we can at least do that between this rally and Galveston, I'd be pretty happy. I was hoping to get it last week. We're hoping to get 30 by the end of the year. Not happening. I don't think it's going to happen, but you guys can change that. Just hit that button, subscribe, please. Really appreciate it. Let's get this done. All right, up on the roof of Goliath now, you can see all the other vendors that are in the process of doing their setup as well. People building tents, bringing out their equipment, unloading motorcycles is part of what we do. So for us, one of the first things we do is build the awnings. So we've got an awning that's on the trailer, and then we've got an awning that's here on Goliath. And to get back and forth, if you guys haven't seen before, I've got this little gangway that is actually mounted to the roof of Goliath. It's hinged back here in the back. I built the whole hinge assembly, and I got some pins. I pull the pins, I flip it over, then I can walk back and forth between the two units without having to get down and climb up another ladder on the trailer. Makes things go a lot faster, a lot more efficient. So while Chip and Mike are down there in the grass building all of the framework, Alan and I are prepping the canopy top up here. We slide the zipper rail into our awning rail piece here. We zip it together, and then when they're ready, we'll throw it over and they'll pull it down. While we're waiting, I got some flag spikes down in here as well, and my handy dandy little storage box. Then up here on the back side of the trailer, I've got these little slots where I just drop them in. And then when the guys get a moment after the awning is up, they'll hand up the flags, which will then go on there. We got some long ropes we hang off at the end. They're actually straps. So Chip's got one down there. Mike will be grabbing the other one over there. And then when they're ready, they'll just walk with it. Voila. That's how it's done. And then just, buckle a few buckles up here. and one more zipper going down the side, which Zip will then, yeah, see, there we go. Chip grabs it from underneath and zips it the rest of the way that I can't reach. Then we close our handy dandy storage box. Oh, I'm caught on my rope. Fail. Then we're done on the trailer. At this point, go back over to Goliath and do the same thing over here. Slightly different setup because we got this panel and all the metal is strapped up here on the roof. Guys, in addition, one of the challenges we have on Goliath is the awning is longer than the actual box on Goliath. So we actually have to go all the way past where the stack is. And so you see this top rail stops here. We've got to build the top rail out and then another leg that goes down. That's why I've got this bracket here. We have to go put in place around that exhaust pipe. All right, so there I've got my bracket in place, and basically we've got a post that will go from right here all the way down to that bottom step and clip in to give us our very last upright for the awning structure. And there goes Alan. Well, we're in the middle of building this and he had to poop all of a sudden. So yeah, we're taking a break. We're taking a poop break. All right, while Alan is pooping, I've got one more piece to put in. And that's this right here. And this is the extension of the awning rail. So you see we've got this piece here that runs the whole length of the truck, which looks just like this. And it's just a channel that this can slide into, so that what we call boat rope can slide into that channel and then it grips so that it can't come loose. Take that piece of aluminum and I actually bolted into this bracket and then I bolted in over there at the end of that pole, and that'll be the continuation of our top rail, making the structure up here complete. All right, and that is the only part of the structure that I even need a tool to bolt in. Someday I'll convert it to where there's a hanger like this and a clip where it just pops in like I do everything else. And once again, while Chip and Mike are building the framework down there, Alan and I slid the zipper flange piece into that boat rope rail. And now we'll start laying out the actual awning and getting it zipped up to it so that we can throw it over once they have the frame built. And sometimes this part gets a little challenging because of the opening down here. Wind can get in and cause our awning to float before they're all the way ready. So we got to kind of hold it down so it doesn't flap around. Yeah, earlier we were waiting on you to poop.
Oh, we were?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, from up here you can see you got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde here this year. I don't think they've been here before. Of course, you got Paul at the Fanning Exchange, Joey at All About Customs. We can see Sanity Jewelry over there. I'm not sure who that's Exotic Air Ride, RC Components. John, the Sunglass Guy's over there. Of course, Coastal Moto over here. Come get your front wheels. All right. And there we go. As Chip said, we are the makers of shade. The same thing at this point. I hook this zipper to here, which will allow this end panel to be zipped on all the way down. And then we got some clips up there. All right, and then with that done, the only thing left is to fill this hole, which normally we use this piece here to fill that hole because of the weird roof line on Goliath. But we're not gonna do that today. We didn't do it in Daytona either because the weather outlook looked fantastic. It doesn't look like we're gonna have any rain here until Sunday, possibly. So for the next couple of days anyways, we're just gonna leave this off because we get better airflow. The only downside is at one point when that sun comes over this way in the evening, we'll get this one strip of sunlight that will slowly move through our tent, but then once it's gone, it's gone. It's only uncomfortable for a few moments, but it's nice having that breeze, being able to let that heat escape from the tent during the day. So one of the guys is gonna hand up the flags to Alan, and he'll put all the flags on their posts. And I'm gonna close this box because we're done with it. All right, those 4 are up, and this last one goes up here right behind me. Not quite as epic as planting the American flag on the moon landing, but flags are up. We're done. All right, there we go. Awnings are done. Now, on a good day, we've really got our stuff together and Alan doesn't have to go poop in the middle of assembly. We can get this done in about 20, 25 minutes. Some days takes us 30, 45, but most days it goes together pretty easy. All right, guys, it is about 12:30 in the afternoon now. We've got a lot done. We didn't start until about 10 a.m. I've still got to do a little bit of setup and organization here and here, but Katie's stocking her shelves and putting up her Wild Willies. Looks like the guys have got most of the service area done. Yeah, we're getting really close. Should be a relatively easy day today. All right, about 1 o'clock, I got the displays done except for hanging the gloves on the thrashing rack there. And we don't have the thrashing board hung up yet because I'm gonna do some modifications to it. And we even got a lot of the figurati stuff out. And if you look way over there, we got our first customer already. Setup day, doing an oil change on the Vulcan. I think it's kind of funny watching people just talking to the cameras by themselves. Even though I do it all the time. When I do it, I don't see myself do it. So when I see somebody else do it, it looks funny. Well, I guess the news girl is taking an interest in us. She's sitting up in our shop, getting ready to record. Pretty cool. We might be on the news.
From October 22nd to October 26th, bringing not only motorcycle enthusiasts and riders from all walks of life, but also a huge economic boost to Bay County.
However you're comfortable.
Welcome to Thunder Beach Rally.
All right, so it's about 4:30 now. Last hour and a half or so, I've been working on the thrashing board. We have new parts to put on. Like here we have the cam covers. Those two right up there are the carbon fiber cam covers. We also have a broader selection of rear foot pegs, chrome and black on the militants. We added the perch clamps and the skid plates. Both styles of carbon fiber, the woven and the forged, and the aluminum skid plate. We even got the gauge your location kit for the road glides. So we had the adjustable brake lever links over here. I moved them up there. And then here is the adjustable shift linkages for the baggers and soft tails with forward controls, and then the soft tails with the mid controls. But now I think we're done. We're gonna start closing everything up and get ready to go get tacos. Because yeah, it's Tuesday. We're gonna go over to Diego's. Guys are hanging the curtains, dropping them down, and we're gonna call it done for the day. All right, guys, our favorite taco place in Panama City Beach, Diego's.
Okay. See you guys.
Hi guys, have a good night. Hope you have a good rally. All right, yummy tacos at Diego's. We had dinner with Andre and Harry, and now we're going separate ways. We're going back to the place. We've got to go to Walmart to get a couple things, and then head back to Goliath, probably take showers and chill for the night. Well, we did a little bit of over shopping at Walmart, so hopefully we can get this home. All right, well, we made it back to Goliath, and I didn't lose anything. Only had one strap. I just kind of strapped it around the sissy bar, and it's not on there very tight, but with me leaning on it, it gave it a little pressure. The ice bags aren't strapped down at all, and that one's just hooked on there. But we already filled both saddlebags, so couldn't fit anything else in there. All right, so yeah, we had to get some ice for the cooler, and we needed hand cleaner for the shop. We needed paper towels for the shop, so I got all that stuff in here, plus a few groceries. And I think I now have everything in and put away. We're gonna turn on the hot water heater and get ready to take some showers, and then probably sit down and watch a movie. Katie and I have decided to start the Harry Potter series. Believe it or not, we have never watched any of the Harry Potter movies. So we're gonna give it a try. I know there's a bunch of them. We're trying to watch them in order. We started last night with the original one. So yeah, we're going from there, and I'm going down that rabbit hole. Exciting. All in all, today went pretty smooth. We got set up done really quick, and then we just kind of dawdled and hung out. And like I said, I put a bunch more stuff up on the thrashing board. You know, wasn't really trying to hurry, but you know, the setup is going pretty smooth with the way we've got it right now. We just realized somehow our flag has gone puffy. We have like a pillow flag up there now. They're not flat like the others. It's never done that before.
Very bizarre.
You know, guys, as you can see, most of the vendors are here and set up. So if you guys are coming down for this weekend, all the people are here for you to see, which is always a great thing. And there is another venue over off of Front Beach Road too, where Andre and Harry are set up over there. And then I think there's stuff going on over at the Harley dealer and at the Indian dealer as well.
And at McGuire's.
I don't know where McGuire's is, but apparently there's something going on at McGuire's.
There's vendors there.
Maybe we have to Google it. I have no idea where that is. Anyway, guys, we're going to end this video here. Tomorrow will be opening day, and we're looking forward to a really good day. The Wednesdays are kind of slow here, but we're hoping to do a little bit better than we did last year on Wednesday, like we always plan on. So, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time we see you.
Keep those engines running.
What she said.